Oh boy, the Epstein case just got that much more interesting.
I went to Pam Bondi's office for one of my routine check-ins, and she was wrong. The list was no longer on her desk. I mean, it was not on her desk. So I am happy to report there is no list.
Yay! Celebrate the Democrats that are being protected here, as now we have some very new, interesting news surrounding the Epstein saga, as allegedly the letter from Donald Trump to Epstein came out. Is it the real letter? Is it a real signature? What's really going on here is we're going to be examining that in light of a senior FBI specialist coming out and giving us one of the most kind of reasonable explanations to what in the world's going on here. As a lot of people are playing underwater backgammon 4D chess here in order to explain the moves here, but I think the explanation's a little bit more simpler than a lot of people make it, to be completely honest with you guys, as Warren and Massey go on the Sunday news circuit and talked about this case from another interesting kind of perspective that I think is worth paying attention to, as we're going to be going over this and a lot more in this independent media broadcast that, by the way, has been talking about Epstein for about 15 years. If you appreciate our long-time dedicated efforts to try to expose a lot of the predators within the government, dangerous work, by the way. A lot of people were threatened. We were threatened. A lot of people were told to shut up. We were told to shut up. A lot of people were like, oh, no, you better not look into this. We better stop talking about it. And we're like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Not going to happen then. It's not going to happen now. We got a lot of crazy stuff to get into. And if you appreciate our ability to talk about a lot of this in hindsight before almost anybody else, a very few independent media that's still around was actually still talking about this, subscribe, click the notification button. We greatly appreciate all the time that you guys spend with us. We appreciate every last second, and we value it a lot. As the last time we talked about this story, we went over the theory that, again, there's no evidence of that Donald Trump was, quote, an FBI informant, according to the Speaker of the House that was just talking to Donald Trump about this particular matter. Now, the latest development is that the House Oversight Democrats released the alleged letter that they claim Donald Trump wrote to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday party. This goes all the way back in 2003. Originally, it was released by the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal now is being sued by Donald Trump for releasing this letter. It's going to be interesting to see where that lawsuit kind of goes here, as Trump has denied and now just officially released a statement about this letter. We're going to go over that statement in a little bit. But previously, he has denied that he has written this letter, and now the action will be determined by a court proceeding that will be determining who's telling the truth here. Is it the Wall Street Journal that published the letter, or is it Donald Trump who's suing them for defamation? Now, again, lots of people that are automatic Donald Trump supporters are saying, fake news, didn't happen. Look at the letter. And in the letter, you see written here, you have the silhouette of a lady with some bazongas there with what looks like texts saying voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is, Jeffrey, nor will I, since I will know what it is, Donald. And again, it just goes back and forth in this weird kind of play, right? Which a lot of people say is kind of unorthodox of Donald Trump here. As Josie, the redheaded libertarian, says, hey, this was Trump's signature back in allegedly the 1990s. Here it is in 2000, as people are saying, wait, but this thing is from 2003, and here comes all the confusion. Now, a lot of people are like, well, this is not just in the style here. A lot of Donald Trump supporters are saying automatically it's fake. A lot of Donald Trump haters and crazy people like Keith Olbermann say it's real. As Keith Olbermann says, sorry, MAGA, that's Trump's signature, compared to the one on his letter to me. Quote, you would have been smarter to claim it was a copy or tracing or Xerox or stolen from my letter, but no, you're smarter. People are saying, no, totally fake. This is a letter from, I think, 4 or 14? What does that say here exactly? 2014. People's signatures sometimes change. But regardless of that, we have to now deal with very partisan type of hyperbolic emotional dribble, whether it's real. For me, who cares? Like, it doesn't really prove anything here. But the Wall Street Journal is, of course, writing the story saying that this was officially given to them by the Jeffrey Epstein estate, as Congress was given a copy. And now Congress released it. Donald Trump still says he didn't release it. Breaking news, Donald Trump now officially says he did not sign or write the alleged Epstein note. Now it matters, because if Donald Trump is lying about this, people are asking the question, what else is he lying about? Is he lying about it? Is he not lying about it? He's still denying it, and now a court of law in a defamation case will be adjudicating this. Now, a lot of people are saying this was Epstein's estate. So if this is fake, if this is a hoax, like Donald Trump is claiming it to be, it would have to be a hoax orchestrated by Epstein's estate. Now people are saying, well, if someone is planting a fake letter, why would they do all this trouble to put it in his estate here? I want to know who else is a part of it. But I think this is, again, okay, Trump wrote him a letter. They were friends. Okay. I think the bigger bombshell was by kind of this senior FBI analyst that we're going to be going over in a little bit. And I think that's the bigger case here. Now, before talking about that and a lot more, we wanted to tell you about thebestpoliticalshirts.com, where you can get shirts like the one that I'm wearing right now that says, "Where's the Epstein list?" I think it's an important shirt. We had another one saying Epstein didn't blank himself. YouTube doesn't like that blank word. But if you want to find all of the best and latest Epstein shirts, you type in Epstein right here into the search bar. You click search. Bada bing, bada boom. We got a whole bunch of them, and we got the shirt that I'm wearing available in red. We got it available in black here. We got some that are more humorous. I like this one. Things I'll never see in my life. Flying pigs, unicorns, dinosaurs. Quote the Epstein Maxwell client list. We got the Island Boys one. I'm having their best time. Epstein didn't blank himself. And then we got a lot of them. We got the hats too. We got a lot of great shirts. My favorite one, the Christmas holiday season's coming up. And listen, I really like these shirts. You know why? Because it's personal for me. You know why it's personal for me? I got banned for talking about these particular stories. I got demonetized, and I was like, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make a t-shirt company. T-shirt company made good money for a while. And then we were censored. Why were we censored? We were censored for shirts like this. Which I found ridiculous. BuzzFeed wrote an article, closing their post. No, there's independent YouTubers bringing attention to this. They're making money. We're not getting the money. They're making too much money. Make good money back then. Cancel them. And then Teesprings folded like a lawn chair and canceled us. We're no longer using Teesprings. Lots of crazy stuff going on with them. So, again, thebestpoliticalshirts.com. We use a great processor right now. Great quality. Quality controls up. And they don't censor us, which I think is the most important aspect of it all. Thebestpoliticalshirts.com. Click the link down in the description below. You'll have fun just scrolling and perusing through the different content we have. Now enters James O'Keefe with O'Keefe Media Group. I don't know. I was subscribed to his channel. Why am I unsubscribed? That's weird. People are reporting that too, that they're being unsubscribed from our channel. Make sure you're subscribed. As he had an FBI senior specialist come out and said, yeah, we're never getting the Epstein list with this administration.
May not get what they're looking for out of this whole Epstein stuff.
It's clear that they're covering something and protecting someone or some people. There are a lot of powerful Democrats that are also on that list. There's definitely something being held back. I don't think it's going to come out until this administration's over.
Yep. Listen, like it or not, they are. It's probably true. This is Mitch R. Rojas, senior technical paralegal specialist at the FBI. Now, the FBI had a lot of their agents working overtime, redacting some of the names, some of the individuals in the Epstein list. Now, this administration released 33,000 predominantly old documents. Well, a little bit of new stuff. That new stuff totally redacted, especially the new kind of flight log list that was released. There's still a treasure trove. There's still a truckloads. There's still hundreds of thousands of documents that this administration, this DOJ still hasn't released. Anna Paulina was like, look, we got transparency. We got the documents. We're like, no, we didn't. We didn't. We got more redactions, and we got old information that already has been made public. And listen, this is why. Because listen, there's a lot of different things that we kind of hypothesized and theorized about what's happening with Donald Trump. We were like, okay, is he being threatened? I think that's likely. Is he, originally, I was like, he's just kind of using this for his own power. But now I'm like, he's losing so much power for protecting these people. Is he really guilty of something? That's theory one. Is he being threatened? That's theory two. And he's just making it kind of obvious that what's going on is what's going on, and that there's a way of making it a bigger story without, risking your own life doing that. That is a very favorable theory. Another theory is that he's just protecting some individuals, and he was told he can't by the CIA. And then that kind of encompasses either theory one or theory two anyway. But according to this special agent, he's protecting high-level Democrats for some strange reason, which I don't understand why, since high-level, high-ranking Democrats waged war against him in the most vile of ways, to the point where he was facing 700 years in jail because of the politicization of the justice system, as a lot of his key supporters were censored, demonetized, had their whole lives ruined, debanked, and he was imprisoned. Many of them were imprisoned. Many of them were dealing with FBI raids for just simply standing behind him. Why are you protecting all those individuals when you could expose them now?
Analyst Mitchell Rosas, admitting that the Bureau and the administration is covering up the Epstein files.
People may not get what they're looking for out of this whole Epstein stuff.
I think the problem is that none of the people that are in a position to answer the questions are willing to do it, because it's clear that they're covering something and protecting someone or some people, especially because it's like, we're going to release everything on JFK, we're going to release everything on MLK, we're going to release everything on Epstein, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, never mind. We found some, or it's like, oh, no, it turns out there is no list, even though we've been claiming this entire time that there.
On this
That's the weird part. That's the strange part of all of this. It's like, we got something. Oh, we got nothing. What? Hold on there. We're not going to forget about this. People are like, forget about it. Stop talking about it. And I'm like, no. Shouts out from James O'Keefe for not shutting up here. Thomas Massey and Rohan were on ABC News yesterday and talked about how we can't avoid justice to avoid embarrassment for some powerful people. Now, listen, is Donald Trump staking and destroying his entire reputation in order to protect some other powerful people? Why in the world would he do that? Unless maybe those powerful people have something above him or over him or are threatening him. Either way, the cookie crumbles. We're kind of living under a system where we don't have a direct kind of representation of government. We have a government that, of course, is slowly and surely working in a way where the will of the people is being undermined through either a blackmail or extortion, or just a criminal level of gangsters that are saying, yeah, we're going to impose our will on everybody, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. You know why? Because we're in charge. The President of the United States is in charge. We're in charge. We're the shot callers. What are you going to do about it? Huh? You going to do something about it? You going to say something about it? Good luck. Because you're dealing with very powerful players out there. And listen, this is why I think it's important to cheer on people who are getting somewhat closer. I think it's important to cheer on MTG, Thomas Massey. I don't think attacking them is the right decision. I don't think it's the right move. I don't think attacking the victims is the right move. Even some MAGA right-wingers are doing that now, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, in the beginning, we were, like, excusing the administration for not releasing those because they wanted to protect the victims. Now we're saying, screw the victims, attack the victims with some of these people. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Incredulous. Unexcusable type of behavior. Here's what Massey and Rohan had to say. And this video.
Release.
I think it's going to be embarrassing to some of the billionaires, some of the donors who are politically connected to his campaign. I also think Democrats are going to be implicated in this, Democrat donors. And when you get to the billionaire level, a lot of these folks give to both parties anyway.
That's true. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Who's on that list? Who's really a part of it? Well, a lot of people allude. Reid Hoffman, major Democratic backer, who of course worked against Donald Trump. Another person, Bill Gates, worked against Donald Trump. Why is Bill Gates having multiple meetings at the White House? Why is he having dinner at the White House? Why is Mark Zuckerberg? By the way, I'm still getting censored extremely on Facebook. Facebook is taking down my content like crazy. Why is Zuckerberg still whining and dining at the White House when he's censoring online independent media like us? Still, to this day.
Anyway, there are probably intelligence ties to our CIA and maybe to other foreign intelligence, and the American people would be shocked, I think, to know that our intelligence agency was working with a pedophile who was running a sex trafficking ring. So these are the reasons I think that they're resisting this. But we can't avoid justice just to avoid embarrassments for some very powerful men.
Congressman Khanna, the Justice Department is controlled by President Trump. It's pretty clear right now. Are you concerned that even if you force the release, there will be some scrubbing of the files? Democrats will be implicated and Republicans won't?
There's already a lot of the scrubbing of the files, by the way. The Democrats are being protected. It's kind of like it's a big old con game. And the game is being protected by everyone involved here. Now, the game is people allegedly fighting against each other, but as soon as someone threatens the entire game, and I think that's what the Epstein saga represents, all the players kind of come to protect it. And I think Donald Trump is trying to be a team player with the old guard, with the game that he's trying to protect. But the game is a Ponzi scheme against all of us. We want to see the game over. The game's being played. We're the victims. We don't hold the cards, right? Like the game's rigged against us. Stop protecting the game. Stop protecting the ring. Stop protecting the circle of elites that have been screwing us over throughout the last few freaking years. Why are you protecting them? Stop it. Is it because someone told them that they're going to crash the economy? Again, that's a lie. Corporations have figureheads for a reason. They're just figureheads. Let them fall. Another figurehead will come in and take over. That's another kind of theory. No, Trump was told, hey, you can't expose this. You expose this, the economy's going to go down. Bill Gates is going to lose so much money. You can't allow Bill Gates to lose his money. Bill Gates needs the money to seed the clouds, to block the sun, to spread GMO mosquitoes everywhere, to profit off of the procedures. Bill Gates needs his money. Give Bill Gates all of his money, or the economy's going to crash. Get the hell out of here with this nonsense.
It's a concern, but the victim's lawyer, Bradley Edwards, has seen the files, as have many people who are career officials. So if they try to do something that is political, then many other people would call them out on it. You know, you can get away with things, George, if the American people aren't paying attention. The American people are dialed into this. They want to know that as a country we can stand with survivors. The amount of messages I got from women who had been assaulted, who said, thank you for standing up for survivors, was overwhelming. And they want to know that we can protect our children. And they want to know that they're not two Americas, that rich and powerful people are going to be held to account for assaulting underage girls. I hope that this actually brings us together. I mean, the new roll call had Marjorie Taylor Greene and me hugging after an emotional moment. Some people criticized me, but other people said the survivors are actually bringing this country together around fundamental values.
Yeah, and I've been saying that within the last few years. I was like, if there ever is an issue that brings together the left and right together, it is a specific issue of understanding that there's very powerful predators, very bad people. I'm not saying Donald Trump is one of them. There's no proof so far that he is. Did he do this letter? Did he do it? Doesn't really matter to me anyway. Is he lying about it? Okay, that matters now. If you lie about it, that matters. Right? Stop lying. And it's clear, whether you like Donald Trump or not, he lied. Epstein took himself out. No blackmail list. Nothing to see here. Shut up. Stop talking about it. Well, there. That's a totally different line than you were telling us when you were campaigning. Okay? And if you're willing to excuse that and just look the other way as a MAGA person, like, you're screwing yourself because you're perpetuating the system that could be exposed, that could be corrected, that could be fixed in order to truly serve you and the interest and the will of the American people, but you're choosing to be blinded by cult or worship rather than actually holding people's feet to the fire. Everyone's feet need to be held to the fire, whether we like them or not. I like Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump's doing great stuff. Some of the stuff he's doing, I disagree with. Overall, I think he's doing a way better job than Kamala would have ever done. But when it comes to this one issue, this will be and we warned him, and we told him, and we said, and we've got the message out there. Stop granting the Streisand effect. Release everything. Be transparent. Stop it. Stop it with these stunts, with these statements. Stop it. The people are smart. Stop treating us like we're stupid. We're not stupid. We're smart. Right? That's just my 2 cents on it. If you agree with that message, share this video. If you don't, let me know why down in the comment section below. Regardless of that, thank you so much for getting a t-shirt on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. Beautiful and amazing human beings. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.